Detroit Pistons. It's the second of 3 meetings, and we've got it for you right.
Let's go.
Talk about Kate Cunningham.
Nets control the tip. Brooklyn has lost 6 straight at home. Trying to put an end to that streak. Trying to get back on the winning track prior to the West Coast swing. Clowney met by Duren. He tosses up an air ball. Pistons running Tobias Harris. Been a perfect fit for this Detroit squad, as has
A better veteran presence of players who've had a buy-in, who've contributed in ways that they understand how to win. And that's where the mix between the younger players with talent and those vets have melded really well. I think Detroit does well. They have not been good at defending the three-point line. Opponents have been very efficient and effective from deep.
Pistons are 18th in the NBA in defensive rating. They bunch up on Beasley, now back off. Beasley dumps it off. Duren, the spin, rejected by Claxton. It's going to count. Pistons coming off a 118-115 win over Portland on Monday night. They came all the way back in that game. They were down by as many as 22. Keon Johnson, a blast to the rim. He got bumped by Harris. Clear it for Martin, 5 to shoot. Tight defense there from Beasley. Martin frees himself. The jumper.
No changes they'll make in their pick and roll defense. A little bit of blitzing, some more switching with their bigs, less of a drop.
Johnson gets in there and takes it away from Hardaway. Nets are running. Cutter. Clowney couldn't finish. Deflected, and it's grabbed by Martin. Toss it. Zaire Williams missed it on the interior. Get it ahead for Harris. Makes his move on Johnson. Pull up pop is good.
He's been playing a lot better as well. And you mentioned Ivy being out, but it feels like they've got the pieces and the guys who have been able to fill that usage and take the responsibilities of the numbers that Ivy was putting up.
And no Asar Thompson tonight. He's out with an illness. Claxton, they'll drive in on Duren. Gets the bounce on the interior.
Continue. It's not just going to be about the ways in which teammates find him, but he too creating for himself.
Pistons have won 7 of their last 8. Harris takes the baseline. Clear it. Hardaway is fouled.
Or just the availability you want to have for these starters, for these man.
When it's Awoma and 7 barcodes. Toss it around the perimeter. Williams. Rainbow J doesn't go. Good box out there by Duren.
We got some cardboard cutouts from the bubble.
They're in the back.
Just to talk to the big heads of ours.
The big heads are also in the back. There's a lot of stuff in the back. Hardaway around and out.
Have you been to the back?
I try to avoid the back. There's Williams. Lob it up. And it was too high for Claxton. Right idea. Wrong execution. Duren running. Shooting practice. Hardaway. Overcooked it. Rebounded by Cunningham. Flip it. Extra. And now slow it down with 8 to shoot. Beasley. Confident shooter. That one bangs off the base of the rim. Martin tried to shake and bake. They switch. Keon Johnson. Not shy. Off the mark. Nets are down 11-5. Boy, Keon Johnson.
This is not that high.
Timer down to 12. They back off of Duren. Beasley. Intermediate jumper. Goes now on the bench with 2 fouls.
And he's been great lately on the offensive side in terms of putting up some points and the ability to handle the ball. Brooklyn needs that right now with the way their lineup looks like.
Jalen Wilson in. Zaire Williams. 14-7 Detroit. After the made basket, Beasley rushes ahead. Cunningham, penetration, that's nice.
That size, if you're tagging over the top and trailing that, he can get inside. And that's where his assist numbers have gone up because he'll engage the big to come over and he finds his players and teammates right around those blocks.
And a steal. Duren, get out of the way. To the lower back.
And look, it's unfortunate, but no team is going to feel sorry for you. And there are stretches that every team goes through throughout the courses of seasons. And this is just a challenging one. Have their place here in the league so they get these type of chances to showcase what they can do.
Zaire Williams missed it. Wilson, offensive board. Flip it back for Williams. One-on-one with Cunningham. Shot clock is down to 5. Noah Clowney got a 3.
He continues to be confident from the three-point line. Great to see that stroke. And for Zaire Williams, the creation factor, will be an added responsibility for him to handle a little bit more.
Off the knockaway, it bounces right to Duran. And Duran is really physical on the inside.
Of a regularity.
More of a throwback center in game since 2008. It has been a long time for Detroit, but getting back to relevance and respectability at 18-18 on the season. Claxton one-on-one with Duran. Claxton makes his move. Duran there. Claxton lost it for a moment, just past the halfway point of the opening quarter. Wilson, drive, give it up. Claxton, banker, no. Long rebound to Martin. That's going to reload here. Wilson will fire. It's off.
Talked a bit about the improvements from the runs the Pacers made in the second quarter to the third quarter, but offensive rebounding was what kept them in the game for a long time, giving them extra opportunities on this end of the floor.
Hard drive by Wilson, and
are the ones where you're a little bit more mindful to make sure those situations don't occur, that you're off of them.
Detroit is 7 of 10 from the field. That ball, it bounced off of Duran. Claxton, long strides. Zaire Williams digging at the ball against Harris. Cunningham now. Switch. Here's Harris. He tried to put it over 2 defenders, missed it. Williams ahead. It's caught by Martin. Couldn't take the baseline. Deflected by Hardaway. Looking for the open man. Zaire Williams. Front rim. Claxton. Offensive board. Put it down low. Swing, tough pass, count it.
Good second chance opportunities. Just stay with the play, create some good shots early as well.
Cade Cunningham.
Part of it in different circumstances.
Second chance points in the backcourt. Cunningham, #1 pick back in 2021.
And for those guys, a little different look. Isaiah Stewart, super active, extremely physical.
Clowney pulls the trigger, grazes the rim. Fontecchio in for Detroit with Stewart. Holland, the rookie, takes it with the...
And Holland looks to get down here.
Martin, cross, kick. Wilson sticks it. A triple. About a 10 from three-point range. The problem, stopping Detroit, shooting 67% from the field. That's currently last in the NBA in field goal percentage defense. Double team comes. Cunningham, he threw it right to Awoma. Trying to push the tempo. Awoma, former Piston, kick. Beekman extra. Martin, one dribble and a J. Off the rim.
Out the front court of this Nets team, and where Awoma and Noah Clowney will have more.
Detroit. Awoma lobs it up. Fontecchio steps. Beekman gets it in. Clowney, that's a clean look. Bottom. Noah Clowney, nothing. Brooklyn run. Sasser in his second year out of Houston. 25th overall pick in 2023. Beasley, swing. Fontecchio, try. Talia. 25-23. Beekman. Clowney taking
the floor and shift around this Detroit defense.
A drive by Holland, he missed it. The Nets can take their first lead of the night. It's Wilson. Overcooked it. Rebounded by Holland. 19-year-old from Duncanville, Texas. Beasley missed it. Fontecchio, offensive rebound. The stick back roll. Keon Johnson back in the game for Brooklyn, playing with those 2 fouls. Awoma swatted. Read the whole card, not just the top portion. Continue. What else does the card say? You enjoy my work so much. Blessed to sit next to you on a nightly basis. Thank you. Johnson missed it on the inside off the bank shot. The Nets are down 27-25. Sasser, switch. Screen from Holland. Handed off for Beasley, 8 to shoot. Awoma digs in. Forced to give it up, shot clock at 4. The Sasser jumper doesn't go. And it's grabbed by Clowney.
And a good opportunity for a strong close here by Brooklyn.
Keon Johnson.
And take it inside. You know the three-point line will open up, but still look to get it in the paint, get those type of touches, and you can work those inside outs.
Keon Johnson off the mark on the jumper. Fontecchio knock away by Clowney. Turnover. Alwoma ahead. Wilson can't hit the three. The ball died at the rim, and Fontecchio clears. It's a 7-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Winding down in this opening quarter, the Nets trailing Detroit by 2. Pistons trying to go over the 500 mark. Illegal screen covered at Luol Deng's basketball camp in Great Britain. Beekman had it knocked away. They run out of time during the timeout. Yeah, it's hard not to vibe here in Brooklyn.
True.
It affects your whole comportment. 27-25, Detroit in front. Cunningham one-on-one with Claxton will reset the lineups. Comes up short. Fontecchio, Woma, Wilson, Claxton, and Beekman, the 5 on the floor. Detroit with Beasley, Cunningham, Holland, Stewart, and Fontecchio. Beekman tries to turn the corner on Stewart. Low one bounces off of Alwoma. Cunningham. No look.
So an area you got to be really careful of with your plays and your passing. Brooklyn is giving them easy looks at the other end. That's an area the Nets did a nice job in the first quarter of taking advantage of their miscues.
8-2 and fast break point. Johnson loads it up. Alwoma, offensive rebound, floats it up and in. 13-2. Second chance points in favor of Brooklyn. Long jumper. Beasley rims out. Nice rebound by Claxton. Guard skills. Coast to coast. No. Denied by Stewart. Cunningham. Bullet feed. And
Understand why.
Beekman just gets it across. They're trying to jar the ball loose. Nets retain. Alwoma protects it. He floats it out. Organized basketball at the age of 14. His father played infield as a kid and has actually represented Great Britain internationally in 3-on-3 competition.
Wow.
Fontecchio, banker no.
That's a better understanding. That's why you're National Sportscaster of the Year.
That's why. Because I knew Alwoma played cricket. Zaire Williams for the slam. 32-31. Nets in front. Stewart, swing, Beasley, got a three. Beekman, screen Claxton. And Williams out of bounds.
Mistakes like step out of bounds, some of the dead ball turnovers. Those are the things you try and mitigate so the Pistons can't go on a run.
Nets are down by 2. 6 to shoot. Cunningham penetrates, dishes. The open look, it doesn't go for Holland. The follow, 36-32, Detroit. Contact and a foul. Claxton needs some help. Alwoma stumbles, trips, saves it though. Beekman, poke away, 7 to shoot. And a foul called before to Clown points now for Noah Clowney. Cunningham, rejected by 4 Pistons. The bounce from Martin, he lost it. Low pass from Johnson. Cunningham gets Stewart involved.
During Summer League, and he's just got such a great mentality.
Noah Clowney has got the touch.
Another big-time shot by Noah Clowney and good creation. And you could tell the fervor that he has as a player, the passion, the competitiveness is translated to what he's wanted to do as an assistant coach, and he's been a great value.
Only 8 available players tonight for Brooklyn. Nets trailed by 3. Hardaway trying to feed the post. He does. Cunningham. Kick it. Hardaway's jumper is pure.
You look at the percentages, some of the numbers there are not eye-popping, but if he starts to see it go through, he can score in bunches.
Claxton way outside. Handoff, Keon Johnson. Feed it. for Martin. Drive, he goes to the left hand, he knew he missed it, gets in there, and it might be happening.
I just like
Gymnastics going on there because it doesn't seem to compute. 8 to shoot, Duran leaves it for Hardaway. Defended by Owoma. Hardaway with a hand in his face, missed it, long rebound to Martin. Martin spin against Sasser. High pass, Owoma saves it. Beekman is fouled before the shot. That's right, 39% shooting. Detroit's at 53%. But it's only a 6-point game. Beekman. Kick it out. Claxton will take and make.
And his mid-range jump shot is looking better and better. We know we've seen him take some three-point looks, but the stroke looks good, and the consistency of it's going in has continued to uptick.
Lob it inside. Double team on Harris. Trying to give it up. Harris creating space. Knock away and steal by Beekman. But the Nets didn't grab it. Harris does. Shot clock at 2 at 1. Harris short. Martin the board. Get into their offense here with Martin. Claxton back to back. No. Long rebound. Right back to Claxton off the fingertips of Fontecchio. Claxton the spin. Claxton up back.
Surveyed enough to see if help would come and leave Jalen Wilson open for that number.
43-41. Detroit. Foul call before the shot by
Got a good physicality about it.
6'7", 209. Fontecchio catching fire. Beasley missed it. And Martin grabs. Nets are down by 2. We're going to hit the 5-minute mark of this second quarter. Martin with a head of steam. It's blocked by Duran. He didn't see him coming. Harris ahead. Extra. Beasley got him. A 3. Nets are down 46-41. Fast break points in favor of Detroit. 15-4. Martin. Swing for Clowney. He's had the hot hand. Nice fake. Clowney. Contact. It's an offensive foul. Hardaway takes the hit. Hardaway one-on-one with Wilson. Duran looking to give it up. He does for Beasley. Loads it up. Off. Duran tried to do it all in one motion, but missed it on the inside. Wilson draws 2. Clowney off the mark. 1 and done for the Nets. Rebounded by Harris. Sasser crossing over. Sasser's jumper is on target. Detroit. 49-41. Pistons. Clowney. Jumper no good. Hardaway the board. Trying to bring the lead back to double figures. Sasser gets inside, but missed it. Clowney ahead. Beekman, Cutter, Martin needs help. Nobody home.
So, second time a net player left their feet, and it ended in a turnover because they had nowhere to go with it.
Tobias Harris cans it from.
It's just a momentum shift because of that unforced error, and then they hit at the other end.
It's a 9-0 run. Beekman short one, no. 52-41. Pistons. Sasser got it. 12-0 burst for Detroit.
And you think about that 9-0 burst in the second quarter of the Pacers game, very similar. A couple unforced errors, some made shots because the defense wasn't as locked in as it needed to be.
That's where outscored 31-17 in the second quarter against Indiana, and that's where the hole got too deep for Brooklyn. Harris bumping bodies with Clowney. No help, one-on-one. Harris, head and shoulder fake, squares, and rebounded by Clowney. Come up on 2 minutes to go. First half, 28-16. The Pistons have outscored the Nets here in the second. Wilson puts it on the floor, stops, spins, and scores. Tornado.
Offense. The Nets have been successful with that. Anytime they've gotten a rebound, they've been on the push, even off of made shots, it's benefited them.
Nets are down 55-43. Sasser gives it up. Beasley signed to a one-year, $6 million deal. Inside, Harris finished Long Island, the Colts. 32-year-old now in his 14th year in the league. Shot clock at 10. Beekman, straight line drive. And it's partially blocked by Duran, but 97-43. Beekman, lob it in. Awoma trying to get physical with Hardaway. And the foul is called. 21st, lock in your tickets at Brooklyn in assists. 2 times during his career. Nets are down 57-45. Awoma off the bench, 7 points, 15 minutes. Also has 3 boards. Cunningham defended by Awoma. Spin. Cunningham connects. So the Nets are down by 14. Detroit matching its largest lead. Under a minute to play now in this first half. Holland defends Beekman, rookie against rookie. Holland did not play collegiately, he played for G League Ignite. Williams, knock away, it is a kick. Gets it around Hardaway for Clowney. Wilson. Off the Euro, kick, Awoma doesn't take the 3 instead. It's a baseline delivery, and he nails it.
Putting there on the bump off, realized he had some space and drains it.
Awoma now with 9 points. Second leading scorer for Brooklyn. Clowney's got 15. There's a 4-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Cunningham, jab. 5 to shoot, swing, intercepted. Beekman, 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Beekman all the way. The layup is going to count. Pistons, 2 seconds, 1 second. Cunningham missed it. But then I got rid of it.
They were saying a bad word, and you meant your backside, your lazy.
F, yes. I had a lift. But then I got rid of the lisp. Cunningham.
Ever sport somehow starts maybe not being as fun for you because it'll never not work out. You should really look into being a game show host.
Really?
Yeah. Would you have me on? I'd be a great contestant. I can already tell.
That's your opinion. I don't know. We'd have to put you through the process. You'd have to go through the same exact preliminary process at no questions. You really get to know the viewers.
Well, and you get the context of it. It's like sending a text.
Pistons retain it. Beasley underneath. Feed it for Harris. Shot clock at 9. Harris, stop and go. Kick, long one. Beasley doesn't go. Clowney's got the board. Nets can cut it to single digits. Williams gets a bump from Cunningham. Second screen from Claxton. Clowney had the big first half. Martin lets it fly. Book it.
Point efficient or opponent three-point shooting and how they defend the three-point line.
Duran was not going to beat.
But there will be opportunities for Brooklyn. I think they did a good balance in that first quarter.
Williams tried the shake and bake on Harris. 12 to shoot. Nets lead trail 63-54. Spin, Clowney, knock away Harris. And Harris a little banged up once again. Slow making his way down the floor. Cunningham thought about it. Duran, sweeping move. Good box out there by Martin. The Nets are running. It's a 3-on-3 developing. Martin gives it up for Detroit. Williams misses on a rainbow J.
Running straight up the gut with no one picking him up.
Cunningham, good spin and finish.
Cunningham and how special he has been this season. The #1 overall pick in 2021, showcasing some of those skills.
Martin off the heel. Cunningham puts a mustard on it. Hardaway, side rim. Nets trail by 11. Clowney directing traffic. Williams will come to the ball with 10 to shoot. Williams, the cross. Couldn't bank it in. The Nets are down to 39% shooting. Pistons are at 50%. Handles by Cunningham. Lob. Snared inside. No look. Duran to the corner. And a foul.
His legs at all. He didn't.
Junior. Played with the Knicks, Atlanta, Dallas. And that was part of the philosophy for their careers. And Hardaway and Harris and Beasley, all three have played well, and they're the reason why this team is 18-18. Obviously, Cunningham taking another step, the all-star step.
But it's mixing all of that together, Bird, has been the key. And Bickerstaff has done a great job with that.
Detroit has matched its largest lead. Claxton off the rim. Clowney tries to keep it alive. Pistons control with Cunningham. Good help. Clowney falls down, saves it for Johnson. Johnson accelerating. He lost it going to the rim because Hardaway was there, but the Nets retain. Martin, short rebound. Cunningham.
Empty possession, but it's just good playmaking all the way around.
Beasley missed it off the back of the iron. Nets have missed their last 6. Martin. Johnson catching fire. Boom. He is now 1 of 7 from the field. His first points of the night. Cunningham body bump, flip.
Time getting in the paint, whether it's penetrating all the way to the rack or finding those little spots and floaters in the mid-range game.
Martin, cha-ching. Spring right ankle. Cam Thomas left hamstring strain. Trendon Watford the hamstring strain. Tariq Whitehead suffered a concussion playing for the Long Island Nets. Out of the timeout. Foul is
one to be missing those players, and as his coaching staff, the game planning and the level of discipline that they continue to show in how they're going to attack opponents, and it provides an opportunity for these players, and they're trying to take advantage of it.
Duran just missed on a pair. The Nets are down 70-60. Cut by Martin. Feed. Williams rims out on a 3-ball. Duran ahead for Hardaway. Attack mode. Hardaway lost it for a moment. Coming this way. And sudden play.
Well, you got very excited about that one.
The Nets are once again within single digits. 8. Just past the halfway point, third quarter. Nets hanging around here against a hot Detroit team that has won 7 of its last 8. Depleted roster for Brooklyn, playing hard. Tip, stolen. Williams bouncing ahead. Clowney!
Early offense for Brooklyn, and it's starting at this defensive end. You can feel the pressure both on the ball and passing lanes, and how they're making it tough for the Pistons to get to where they want to go.
7-0 run. Harris trying to take matters into his own hands. And does.
With his back to the basket and able to use the size to shoot over.
Coming up on 5 minutes to play. Fontecchio in along with Holland and Stewart. Holland to the rim. Finish it. Back to a 10-point lead for Detroit. Martin drives, dishes, but nobody was there. Claxton had fallen down. Harris ahead. Cunningham gets it to go. On my pants, notes, it was everywhere.
It was not mine, it was yours, it was your fault.
It was your coffee, your stuff, your hot drink.
Oh.
Awoma, high archer, missed it, and the rebound leaks out to Holland. Pistons are running. Holland leaves it. Fontecchio nails the first lead of the night thanks to a 9-0 run. Martin. Stepping in, the steal by Fontecchio. Beautiful feed ahead. Pistons have made their last 5 shots. Cunningham missed it. And
it's been those little runs. And a lot of the reasons why they're making those consistent shots has been the looks.
And Williams shooting free throws for the first time. Makes them both. Point lead for Detroit. 3:34 remaining in the third. Sasser back in for the Pistons. Sasser, swing. Fontecchio moving without the ball. Spots up in the corner, but they go to the other side, and Harris trying to make it happen. Harris penetrates, loses. Harris. His jumper, side of the rim. Rebounded by Sasser. Back outside. Sasser loads it up and knocks it down. It's a triple. Williams drives, and Fontecchio there for the board. Holland waits. Sasser swing. Fontecchio, hard drive,
Finding all those driving lanes, and the Pistons have done a lot of that in getting to the basket with not much resistance.
14-2 run. Clowney. Rebound. Williams got hit from behind.
Has been solid, and having already knocked down one tonight. Two tonight, I should say.
Shot clock is down to 6. Beekman penetrates, and it is swatted by Stewart. Third block of the night. Beasley forcing
the bench. I'm not exactly sure. But again, a wide open driving lane to get himself to the basket.
Wilson, the back end. Floats it up. Doesn't go. But the raffle benefiting the Borough. Contributions, everybody wins. Scan. So the Nets have been down by as many as 20. They trailed Indiana by as many as 24 on Monday night. Nets are hitting the road for a West Coast swing later in the week. Jumper is an air ball by Holland. Awoma. Picked up by Fontecchio. Nets have been held to under 100 points in back-to-back games. Bounce it. Finished by...
4 black jerseys around you, and sometimes too, this is new groups, new players, everyone getting accustomed to one another. You can't overthink things, and it can't be delayed to react, and it felt that way on that possession.
Final 50 seconds of the third. Beekman. The Awoma jumper is in and out, saved by Fontecchio. Steps into it and put it up. 91-68. Ten to shoot, 22 seconds to play in the third. This game has gotten away from Brooklyn. They had a 1-point lead. That something with the heritage.
Or maybe that's, yeah.
Acquired him from Utah and realized, no, he's a keeper. Good player. Final 15 seconds of the third. Sasser picked up by Johnson. 6 seconds to go. High screen Beasley. And Beasley lobs it. Stewart, 2 seconds. 1 toss. And that's to the Detroit Pistons, who have a chance to go above the 500 mark tonight. Williams, knock away against Beasley. 6 to shoot. Flip it. Wilson. Deep one, doesn't go. Nice offensive board by Martin. Clowney steps into it and put it on.
But more than anything, it stops on this defensive end. For as much as you could focus, and you see the second chance points, 20-9 in favor of Brooklyn, because their shooting has not been that effective.
And an offensive foul called. Points on 4 of 8 from downtown. Claxton one-on-one with Stewart. Handoff for Wilson. They blitz him. Get Martin involved. 6 to shoot. Martin trying to make it happen, creates, but mid-court jump shot.
And there have been good shot creations that just haven't gone down. But the big stat thus far for the Pistons, 34-8 in fast break points, has been a big part of how they play, but they've really taken advantage of the Nets in that area so far.
Fontecchio, the skip, Beasley against the length of Clowney. Shot clock winding down. Beasley gets his shot off. Air ball, shot clock violation. This is the low water mark record-wise for the Nets this season. 10 games under 500 at 13-23. Hard drive with the difficult deuce.
And Brooklyn has had success when they're trying to get shots early in the shot clock.
Look at him in there.
Sasser. Deep ball, Fontecchio. 94-75, Detroit. Here's Martin using the Claxton screen, the lob, and it gets knocked out of there by Stewart. Holland, the McDonald's All-American, get it ahead. Ball ricochet, 54% from the field. The Nets shooting just 38%. That ball was tipped So Beasley allowed to go back and retrieve it. Beasley rises up and nails.
Shots. They feel like they've got a lot of airspace, and you can, in particular, see it from the three-point line.
They are 13 of 30 from long range. Williams, step back Jay, misses it. Saves it. Pistons push with Sasser. Show it and shoot it.
Ways that they work best, or where they work best. But you think about the last time they were on the West Coast in Sacramento, Phoenix, Golden State.
Day-to-day situation. Watford appears to be getting closer. Nets are down 100 to 75. Martin, feed, corner, Clowney. He is 5 of 9 from deep. Fontecchio turning on Wilson. Feed the post. Stewart drop step and met there by Claxton. Gets a piece. Grabbed by Clowney. Nets push up the floor. Williams. Bingo.
Detroit players stepping in their shots, doing so with confidence, continuing to take some quick looks. That's what we've seen out of Brooklyn here these last couple possessions.
100 to 81. Under 8 minutes to play. Fontecchio. He shot it well, but that one is short.
In the Detroit bench, has shot the ball well from 3. Now just 7 of 11 from beyond the arc.
No look. Hot hand. Clowney missed it. And a distance, and Sasser getting into it a bit. Marcus Sasser, part of that Houston class that turned the program around. Sasser lines it up, knocks it down. 24-year-old, 5 of 6 from downtown.
And that's not necessarily been the strength of his game.
Nice touch from Marcus Sasser. Has 2 uncles that played in the NBA. Gerald played with Orlando, and Jason, who played with San Antonio, Dallas, and Washington. Beasley crosses, and it's bench. And Will Fontecchio missed it off the heel. Nets running down 105 to 83. Claxton swatted, foul. New Year's Day since 2019. Trying to go over 500 against the Phoenix Suns. Don't miss it here in Brooklyn. Nets trail by 20. They've been down by as many as 25. Sasser with Martin. Sasser. Rebounded by Beekman. So just past the halfway point of the 4th quarter. Nets in jeopardy of falling to 13 and 24 on the season. Stepping out, Claxton tosses up an air ball. Saved by Alwoma. Johnson with 6, with 5. Lob didn't get to Claxton.
And for Brooklyn, just being a little bit more definitive on the offensive side, when they're going to shoot, where they're taking it to, the type of space that they have, the aggressiveness in their steps.
Rejection there for Claxton on Paul Reed. Claxton Euros, kicks. Martin hangs, couldn't hit. You say it.
No.
You want to say, announcer Jinx. You need to verbalize
I
it.
don't want to say it.
Clowney's jump shot, short.
I love you too much. If it was Noah, I would have gently poked. You, I have.
All right.
I think you have control of everything in the universe.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure you are always on my side.
Have to use it for good. Here's more. Tough delivery. Too strong. Martin trying to get around Moore. 4:35 remaining in the 4th. Beekman makes his move. And the runner doesn't. So the Nets shooting numbers are not going to be very good tonight. 38%. Meanwhile, Detroit 52%. Holland on a stop and go.
And off the bench and just has an opportunity to pick his spots and play against second.
Lintman has checked in out of Wake Forest from Sweden. Clowney, the spin. That'll teach game. Under 4 minutes to play. 27 for Clowney, a new career high. Nets are familiar with Reed. He was in the division with Philadelphia. Pulled the chair up.
You were talking about Paul Reed, right?
Earlier.
Right before?
Earlier.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, Birdie.
Announcer Jinx.
God damn.
Reed gets the 109-87. Shooting numbers are climbing here for Detroit now, 53%. Beekman missed it. Rebound is grabbed by Reed. Final 3 minutes and change. Moore the drive, and he lays it in. Double-double for Tyrese Martin. 12 points, 10 rebounds. Kick it out. The Johnson three doesn't go. Long rebound, tracked down by Woma, his sixth board. Wilson, his high arcing jumper, no. And Klintman with the board. Holland, the off-balance delivery. So the lead is 26. This is the largest cushion of the night for the Pistons. And Johnson is fouled. At 107.5 per game. They're not going to touch that number with 2:23 to play.
And the thing that they have done, despite missing shots in a significant way, is they have continued to take advantage of attacking the glass then, and those missed shots, turning them into something. But it's been a lot about the inability to stop Detroit as well.
The jumper for Jenkins doesn't go, and Woma with the rebound.
And when you're not getting stops and you're taking it out of the basket every time, you can't flow into your offense as quickly, as fluidly. And so when they have been able to do that, it's come easier.
Johnson.
When it's a matter of continuing to watch a team score and then having to face their half-court defense, it strains both ends of the floor and lots of times leads to the type of scores that we're seeing.
Jenkins peeks at the clock. The step back Jay doesn't go. Long rebound to Johnson. Final minute 17 here in Brooklyn. Show and go. But that record is going to be... Have had a lot of success against Detroit going back the last 6 seasons, but this is a different Pistons squad playing with confidence, and now a team that is in the conversation. The interaction, number 9 in the East, a half game behind the 7 and 8 spot, with Atlanta and Indiana currently tied.
They have their go-to guy in Cade Cunningham, who's continued to get experience in the league. They got a balance in what their lineup and roster looks like. That's both in personnel and in vets and youth.
Rimming out. Moore couldn't convert. Wilson on the move. Woma attacking. It's blocked by Moore. Foul. 2 out of 0.6 to play. Steal. Jenkins giveaway. Woma going up the stairs for the 11-0 run. Nets were held to 99 points the other night against Indiana, currently at 98. 4-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Jenkins playing keep away. St. John's product is going to absorb the shot clock. The Nets have dropped 7 straight at home.